Are you wondering what the dates are for Mercury retrograde in 2022? In this video, I'm going to tell you all about it and give you some tips on how to survive it. Hey, in this video I'm going to talk about Mercury retrograde. A lot of people are wondering what the dates are for Mercury retrograde in 2022 and whether or not it's something to worry about. In this video, I'm going to break it down for you and tell you everything you need to know so that you can survive it like a pro. First of all, before revealing the dates and details of Mercury retrograde, make sure to subscribe to our channel to stay updated with any new video content published. Let's go! What does Mercury retrograde mean? Mercury is the planet that governs communication, travel, and commerce. When it appears to move backward in its orbit, an optical illusion caused by the changing positions of the Earth and Mercury, it can disrupt these areas of life. Mercury retrograde can cause delays, miscommunications, and misunderstandings. It's also a time when it's important to be extra careful with your words and actions, as they can have unintended consequences. Now, let's more to the dates. What are the dates for Mercury retrograde in 2022? The next Mercury retrograde will take place in September 2022. That's why most experts are calling it Mercury retrograde September 2022. The exact dates are September 23rd to October 17th. This means that Mercury will be retrograde in the sign of Virgo. During this time, you may experience some problems with communication, travel, and commerce. You may also find yourself being more forgetful than usual or feeling like you're stuck in a rut. If you can, it's best to avoid making any major decisions during this time. Instead, focus on review, reflection, and repair. Mercury retrograde in Virgo. As Mercury retrograde takes place in Virgo, this is a time to be extra careful with your words and actions. Virgo is a sign that is known for its critical eye, so you may find yourself being more critical than usual of yourself and others. Try to take a step back and see the bigger picture. This is not a time to sweat the small stuff. Now, let's see how Mercury retrograde affects us. Mercury retrograde can affect us in different ways, depending on our individual birth chart. If you have planets or points in your chart that are in close alignment with Mercury, you may feel the effects of the retrograde more strongly. If you have planets in Virgo, this retrograde will also affect you more. No matter how Mercury retrograde affects you personally, it's always a good idea to use this time to slow down, review, and reflect. This is not a time to make any major decisions or start new projects. Instead, focus on tying up loose ends and repairing any broken relationships. How Mercury retrograde affects us by house. The house that Mercury is retrograde in your chart will also be affected. For example, if Mercury is retrograde in your 10th house of career, you may find yourself rethinking your chosen profession or taking a step back in your career. If Mercury is retrograde in your 4th house of home and family, you may find yourself dealing with home repairs or family drama. No matter which house Mercury retrograde is affecting in your chart, use this time to reflect on what you need in that area of your life. This is not a time to make any major changes, but it is a good time to reassess your needs and make any necessary adjustments. Are you certainly wondering how can you manifest during Mercury retrograde? No worries, we got the answer for you. Some people believe that you can't manifest during Mercury retrograde, but this is not necessarily true. Mercury retrograde is a time of review and reflection, so it's actually a great time to manifest your desires. The key is to focus on what you want to create, rather than what you want to avoid. For example, if you're trying to manifest a new job, don't focus on your fear of being unemployed. Instead, focus on what you want in a new job. Visualize yourself landing your dream job and feel the joy and excitement of achieving your goal. Finally, if you are asking yourself about things to do and things to avoid during this time, then stay tuned and watch the following details. What should you avoid during Mercury retrograde? There are a few things that you should avoid during Mercury retrograde. First, try to avoid making any major decisions. This is not a good time to sign contracts, make investments, or start new projects. Second, avoid travel if possible. If you must travel, be sure to double-check your plans and allow extra time for delays. Third, avoid communication breakdowns by being clear and concise in your communication. If you can, avoid heated arguments and difficult conversations. Fourth, try to avoid anything that could potentially cause you stress. This is not a good time to push yourself too hard or take on more than you can handle. What should you do during Mercury retrograde? There are a few things that you can do during Mercury retrograde to make the most of this time. First, use this time to reflect on your life and what you want to change. This is a great time for journaling, meditation, and self-reflection. Second, use this time to reconnect with old friends and family members. Third, use this time to finish up old projects and tie up loose ends. This is not a good time to start new projects, but it's a great time to finish old ones. Fourth, use this time to take care of your health and well-being. This is a good time to rest, relax, and rejuvenate. Last but not least, Mercury retrograde is a time when we all should take extra precautions and pay attention to the signs. The things that go wrong during this time can be blessings in disguise if you are willing to learn from them. If you are looking to manifest something during this time, it is best to do so with caution and patience. The dates of Mercury retrograde for 2022 have already been announced, so make sure to mark your calendars. Are there any other tips you would add for dealing with Mercury retrograde? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out our channel for more information on upcoming Mercury retrogrades and how they will affect you. We hope this video has helped you understand a little bit more about retrograde Mercury and the dates for the next Mercury retrograde in 2022. Make sure to subscribe and follow our channel and stay tuned for more videos about astrology and manifestation. Thank you for watching. Namaste.